Tush push survived by 2 votes in May. There isn't anything they can do about it until the offseason. In theory, they could get rid of it when they meet in October, but they're not all that big on changing rules during a season. They don't want to undermine the integrity of the season, except when somebody decided it was time to push John Gruden out 5 games into a season. Other than that, they don't like to undermine the integrity of a season by making big changes. So, Michael Holley, with the tush push now back front and center after it was used, I think, 38 times by the Eagles on Sunday against the Chiefs, and we have multiple images of the Eagles offensive linemen firing off the ball before the ball was snapped, which is a false start, which should be called by the officials. The NFL is getting the word out that the word has been gotten out to the officials. There's 2 levels to this. One, the league office telling the officials to officiate it tight, and 2, the league office hand-picking reporters to whom that information was leaked. So the anti-tush push people in the fan base and in the media will say, oh, they're going to do something about this. There's a PR component to this, and it all traces back to the league office. And it tells me the animosity toward the play still lingers. And I was told back before the season started, whether or not they make another run at the tush push depends upon whether or not it is an unremarkable year for the play. Will there be injuries? Will there be ugly incidents like the Commanders jumping offside over and over and over again? Or will there be, and it wasn't articulated to me, but this is another example of it becomes remarkable because the Eagles are leaving early and it wasn't called and now it's a thing. You don't want the tush push to be a thing if you want it to survive. And we got a lot of football still to be played, and who knows how the rest of the season's going to go. But as of right now, if they did a vote, they would get their 24 to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think they would. And before we get to the voting stage, Mike, what would you say? Is 2 too high? If I'd say Sunday, when the Rams play the Eagles, 2 false starts called on tush push situations. It's almost like, well, we're not, before we vote, we're going to start messing with you and we're going to let you know how we feel about it. So it's going to be one of those point of emphasis things. I'm going to say at least once on Sunday, there will be a false start in a tush push situation, at least one, but maybe 2. It's like remember the year where you could challenge. Is there a prop
bet out there? Can I bet on that? Can I bet on that?
Yes, you can.
Get a prop
yes,
bet
you
on...
can. You can get in on the action. I'll be right there with you. We'll talk after the show. Remember the year pass interference? You could challenge it. And remember what happened? Even when it was obvious pass interference, no, there's no foul on the play. It was almost like, no, we don't agree that pass interference should even be challenged. So we're gonna send our message to you. You'll get the message. You'll stop throwing that challenge flag because it's most likely it's not going to be successful the way you want it to.
I think that anytime there's a point of emphasis or a directive, officiate it tight. Well, how about just do your job? Like, point of emphasis happens because the officials aren't doing their jobs. And I don't like the idea of officiating it tight. Just officiate it consistently. Officiate all the rules. Like, there shouldn't be some rules that you officiate tight and some that you are lax about. It's one of the biggest problems I've had with the NFL since I've been paying close attention to it over the past 25 years. You've got a rule book. Apply the rule book as it's written. And if you're not, then you better change the rules to mesh with the way you're applying the rule book. And there's no one rule in there that is more important than the others. The rules are the rules. So I don't like the idea that they're going to officiate it tight. Officiate it the same as you officiate all rules. Just don't get it wrong. When the guys jump off early, then throw the flag. And the point Jason Kelce made earlier this week, if they take away the tush push, they're still going to run a quarterback sneak. They're still going to run an effective quarterback sneak with a quarterback who can squat 500-plus pounds, and you're still going to have guys firing off the ball aggressively. So this all flows from the fact that the NFL changed the rule book 20 years ago to allow the pushing of a runner. And it took 16 years for the Eagles to finally figure out we can weaponize that as part of our play design. And here we are. It's another mess the NFL has made, and now they don't know how to clean it up, just like the Tom Brady thing.
If they take away the tush push, Mike, it is going to become even more legendary in Philadelphia. They had to take it away. They couldn't stop us. They had to change the rules on us. And then there'll be another statue there. Besides that Doug Peterson statue on the Philly special, there's going to be a tush push, like all these guys down there with Jalen Hurts being pushed. It will become a certified Philly legend when the league takes it away, because I think the league will take it away. It's too many complaints about it, and the Eagles are too good at it.
Banned in Boston, right? That's that vibe. Oh, it becomes more intriguing. They took it away from us. We want it back. The whole
Couldn't
thing,
stop us.
It's just mismanagement. It's mismanagement. It's a failure to understand how actions today lead to consequences in the future. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.